Hello, everybody. I am Rafael Iaquinta, director and I guess like head of Lizard and Lobster Productions, and I am joined with Kyle Pitcher, who is an actor, content creator, and director.
Hey guys.
And we are going to be doing our first director commentary on one of our movies. And believe it or not, we are doing one on the Poof short film. With the Poof film releasing this summer, we figured this would be a good idea to do. Not only to get started with our director commentary, stuff like that, but also to get some more hype going into the film and like to kind of refresh your brains on a couple things and regarding the Poof short film and talk about like some things that happened in the film, stylistic stuff that as the director really mattered to me, and some of the point of reference from the actor Kyle Pitcher as well.
Awesome.
So yeah, here we go. We're going to be pausing throughout and kind of going over a couple things. If either of us want to pause the video, we're just going to say pause. I'll pause the video, and we'll talk about some stuff.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to start by saying I love this opening shot.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Oh. Go ahead and pause it. So, just opening thoughts. Sorry to be annoying and pause it
No.
instantly. But I'd like to say, like, obviously, I'll talk more about it as we get into the film here. But a big thing here is the character of Matt has definitely evolved from where this is. And this version of Matt and the version of Matt you guys will see in the actual feature film, definitely very distinct differences between them. And not to say that one of them is wrong necessarily, but I think I honestly like I think this is kind of two sides of one character. And
This
this
is Matt on one of his not so great days.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is Matt kind of when he's at like the most where he's trying to be like Tyler. And I think this short film displays that really well. But you can continue.
Awesome. And obviously, the long hair may be a thing
Yes,
or two
I
about
used to have very long hair.
the differences. But yeah,
So you've been hanging out with Evan a lot.
Yeah, I have. What's up?
You ever ask him to do anything with you?
Well, like heroin and like ask him to?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the time. Well, yeah.
Well, what the fuck does he say?
What he always says. It's against my religion, guys. I'm Jesus Christ's lovely boy. I would never do anything like that. No, fuck.
God damn.
so one thing that I want to preface going into the Poof feature film is that there's a lot of stuff that the Poof short film got some controversy for. Um, Understandably so, because Tyler says some pretty heinous things. Um, but I just wanted to come and clarify that this is all from the perspective of a character who has had nothing in his life to latch onto. Anything that he's had to latch onto has been taken away from him. The only thing he can latch onto is his drugs, his addictions, and his friend group, and that's his only method of coping. And Tyler's an insanely unhealthy character, a character who is hurt, and a character who is challenged with a lot, and he doesn't go about dealing with that in the smartest of ways at all. And I just wanted to clarify that in the feature film, there's going to be a lot less of this, but this provides context to some of his actions in the feature film as well.
I think something that I'll add to that quickly is like, whenever we make a movie, this is just kind of a preface to movie making in general. Whenever we make a film, it's not. The point of the film is never to fully, through the characters, say how we feel about something. Like the character of Tyler, it's meant to convey something for the sake of the character, not for the sake of our personal perspectives. Like I myself am a Christian. I find what Tyler's saying here horrible, obviously, but that's not the point. The point is we want to know what kind of guy we're looking at here, and through this we see we're looking at a very closed-minded, hurt individual, and that's there to help the story, not speak on our views on something. So that's definitely a big thing that happened at the time of making this. Not so much now, it's not been a problem, but just something I'd like to put out there before we watch the rest of this, where even more heinous crap is said.
It invites the audience to have a reason not to like Tyler very early on.
Yes.
That doesn't mean I'm not gonna fuck around though.
Well, at least Evan's a good guy. You gonna make him try some shit?
Damn right, bro.
How do you plan on doing that?
Well, I got some heroin.
How the fuck did you get heroin?
My dad.
Your dad's just not gonna notice you stole his heroin?
Yeah, bro, he's drunk all the time. He doesn't remember anything. Why would he remember that?
That's pretty true. I'm sure beats you like he remembers.
Yeah, but why are you talking about that? Why you bring that shit up?
It's just joking.
You're only, yeah, I know, but it's not fucking funny.
Sorry.
So, like, where's that coming from? You having a bad day or some shit? Like, why are you bringing my shit up?
Bro.
There's no, don't bro me. Like, give me a fucking answer, dude.
Fuck, I had a bad
You
I
had a bad
night.
day. You had a bad night. Okay.
Fuck off. Damn.
I fuck off? You fuck off, bro. Talk about my shit. It's not your place to talk about. So shut the fuck up and don't talk about my personal life, or I'll beat you. Like my dad beats me.
Right there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Tyler moments.
Yeah. Well,
It's that right there.
and I think it shows so much about both the characters here. It shows the anger that Tyler holds about what he's gone through, and how insecure he is about it too. Like Tyler, I feel like is a character that tries to be a tough guy on the outside, but he's got a lot of pain and insecurity on the inside. And I think this is a moment that shows that perfectly, where when my character is like, hey, here's you went through this thing, like haha, making a joke out of it, your character immediately snaps into aggressive mode, because this is a part of him that he doesn't want to be known or talked about. And it provides like a really interesting dynamic here. And then also I think it says a lot about Matt, in the way that I don't think that Matt here was trying to hurt Tyler's feelings by saying what he said. I actually think he was trying to fit in with Tyler and make him laugh. And to Matt, that's the kind of humor that he thinks Tyler finds funny. And we see once he doesn't get Matt doesn't get the reaction that he wants, he immediately backs up and is like, oh yeah, my bad, bro. I'm sorry, man. Like, it's whatever. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, he tries to kind of cut himself off from that situation because it makes him look like an outsider. And Matt's definitely somebody that he wants to be like Tyler in a way, and liked by Tyler in that sense, but he also finds being like Tyler like unattractive in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it comes across. My point comes across better when the feature film is happening.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite elements and aspects of that scene in particular is that you see a lot of layers to Tyler as a character. You see that he's very much the type of guy, the type of person, the type of adolescent teen to put on a mask when he's around his friends. He's very much the type of guy who's like, "Oh, I'm the swagger one, I'm the cool one, I'm the one who can make all the insane jokes, make all those crazy statements." And that's me. I'm the wild card. Like that's very much kind of Tyler's mindset. But when he's the bear who's being poked, he has to show his claws out. But it also shows later on at the end of kind of not necessarily the reveal of that scene, but very much like his reaction to that scene. It shows that, oh, Tyler's also not one to take things very seriously. He doesn't like it when that mask drops. He very much likes to stay a part of that, like, listen, you don't have to take me seriously. You don't have to do any of this shit. Just treat me like your friend. I'll treat you like a friend. And he's someone who tries to be very lenient and casual, at least when it comes to like sensitive topics.
Mm-hmm.
He's one who likes to kind of poke at those, but he doesn't like being poked at those himself.
Yeah, I definitely think it shows an aspect of his character where we can see that he's the kind of guy to be like, oh yeah, I can make fun of you and I can take digs at you and that's funny, but you can't do that to me. And I definitely relate to that a lot because being totally honest, I've been there, and I've been in that circumstance where I'll poke fun at other people in a group setting, but then when the flat comes at me, I take it too personally. And I definitely think that's what Tyler, the kind of guy that we're conveying Tyler as, 100%.
It shows that that's like just one of many things about Tyler that's like just very toxic, very bad. A bad setting for any friend to kind of be around as someone who likes to tease them but not be teased. And then this was a question I wanted to ask you as an actor. How did it feel filming that particular part of the film? Because I know for me, in that scene, I was like, oh my God, we struck gold with that. Like, that was pitch perfect. Like, I felt super uncomfortable, and then the release of tension after making a joke out of it, like, was just so natural and fun. Like, I had a lot of fun with that.
Right. And I think that I think with that scene, it's really fascinating because it's so like that feeling that you have when you're in the middle of two people's argument, but you're not on a side of it. You're just kind of spectating, and you feel that like uncomfortable, I don't want to be here feeling, but I'm so interested in what's happening. Like that's the kind of feeling that I get during the scene. And then when the tension is released, you're like, oh, okay, these guys are friends. Like, it's chill. Like, obviously, Tyler definitely took it personally, but that's kind of the dynamic of Tyler's character is like, even after something like that, he's still friends with who he's talking to. And I think that's conveyed well.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say something else, but I forgot.
All right.
Oh, goddamn. Taking a sweet fucking time.
Yeah, damn right, bro. He's probably sucking off baby Jesus in there.
Oh man.
Yeah. And I was gonna ask you, because I know you always like to do the good stuff. I know you don't do it often, but I know.
Can we pause real quick?
You do.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to say like the quality improvements from way back when. Obviously, this film was great and I love it to death. But man, you could just see like how we've improved it as actors. We like you've improved as a director from this being the first short film that you directed, and like just how we've grown. Like it's so prominent in this. And again, that's not me trying to discredit this film because I think this is still like a really interesting and fascinating short film. But man, you can just see the improvements, and I think you'll be able to tell that when you go from this to watching something a little more modern from L&L or any of the movie studios. But yeah,
This is an amateur film through and through.
yeah.
Through and through.
Plan on doing it in the morning behind the school. The whack.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there. Funny story. So behind, so the whack is, we go to a school in Oklahoma. I'm not gonna say which specific one. I'm sure it'll be all over the Poof short film in one way or another, and that'll be fun to deal with. But
You mean the Poof feature?
in the in the Poof feature, not the short film. But funny story, the whack, what that is, that's like not quite the gymnasium, but it's where,
like it's the
all
athletic center, yeah.
it's the athletic center for our school. And so when I'm saying behind the whack, that's an actual place, and whew,
Yeah.
let's just say, glad I graduated without them finding this footage.
Yeah, it's
Just say that.
it's pretty hilarious. Rafe slipped like that was like biggest slip ups of our personal lives leaking into the films, but
Yep.
it's not that bad, to be honest. Like I don't.
It's
think
really
it's
not.
bad.
It's just really funny to.
No,
just
yeah,
hear,
it's just hilarious.
Let's go behind the whack. You know, I'm like, oh wait.
Nobody
I know
knows
that.
what that means.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Moving on, unless you have anything else.
No,
to
go
add.
ahead.
Perfect.
I mean, man, you know what happened last time.
When was last time?
You weren't there.
No, I was there. I just don't remember.
Oh,
Bro,
I
you act like I remember anything that happens to me.
Oh shit.
Wait, oh, it was Skittles, right? Oh boy.
Pause it. Pause it right now.
Taste the rainbow, bro.
God. All right.
Rafe, I know
Here we
you
go.
got
Are
some
we
commentary.
Are we doing story time on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
As well. Okay, so funny story behind Skittles. I can't believe I'm explaining the context behind this. But yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself in the short film. But
Yeah.
basically, there was so I work at AMC. I work at the movie theater, and I had this guy who got hired here a while back, and I was training him for a bit, and he seemed like a pretty chill guy at first. Like he was like he knew enough about movies, and like he made for some pretty great conversation occasionally, but like I didn't particularly like him that much. Like he was just fine. And he fell in love with someone who also worked at AMC, and their relationship became the talk of the town at AMC all the damn time. Because he would always come in with his neck looking purple from hickeys, and she would always come in talking about, oh, Jake, oh, Jake, oh, Jake. And I'm just
Wait, are you allowed to say his name?
oh, God. And one time, Jake was not working, and he called one of the other coworkers who was on the clock, and they were talking about this girl that he was dating, and like, he was telling my coworker on speakerphone about what they just got done doing, which was interesting to say the least. And on speakerphone, in front of guests who were wanting popcorn and the coworkers, he said her vagina tasted like Skittles. And I could not forget that. I just couldn't. It was ingrained in my brain. I was like, oh my god, that is foul. It is disgusting. There's a way to make that really funny. So I took that real life story, and I put that in this film as context for Matt's character. Matt had a thing for this girl and shared with everyone that at this party, he and this girl got a little, let's see it, funny. Got up to some business, and he let the cat out of the bag that, her pussy tasted like Skittles, and Tyler has not let him down for that. Let's just say he has not stopped with the constant jabs at Matt for that.
And Skittles will come back for the feature film.
Oh, Skittles is definitely coming back.
Yeah, you will hear about Skittles more in the feature film.
Skittles will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Oh man. Alrighty, continuing.
Taste the rainbow.
You fucking asshole.
What?
You invited her, didn't you? You fucking invited Skittles, you goddamn piece of shit. Oh, you motherfucker. I
And
knew
look
something
who
was
she
up.
helped out, bro.
Okay. Hey, the rumors are true, though.
Yeah, I know that. I was fucking there. I might not have the brightest memory, but fucking, I know about Skittles. I didn't know when Skittles. I know you're that fucking desperate.
Okay, that's something I want to pause and mention. This is another great example of how shitty Tyler is. Tyler invites Skittles to this party, knowing that she has a little bit of a thing for Matt.
Yeah.
And he uses it. He uses it to see how fucking desperate Matt is.
Yeah.
Like, that's so shitty.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like, and I'm glad because this is some great improv by us. I feel like this is a film where the point of the film, and I think it does it really well, is it shows who these people are, and you can see that Tyler invited this girl that had a thing for Matt because he wanted to use it to bully him essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I see it, have more power over Matt in a way. And yeah, that's holy crappy friend.
Yeah, just another example of what a truly horrible friend Tyler is to everyone, and you'll see a lot more of that in the feature film.
Yeah.
Wanna get Sonic tomorrow?
You got money for Sonic?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause it again, just real quick. Another great example of just how odd Tyler is as a person. He's able to go from that and just immediately transition to, oh yeah, by the way, do you want to get Sonic? Like so casual about
Yeah.
this. Like, Tyler does not think about how his words can impact anyone else.
Yeah.
He is solely focused on himself. And yeah. Tyler, one of a kind.
Definitely.
Yeah, moving forward.
I'll pay for everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. If you want to. Your bank account's funeral.
Yeah. What else is new?
Great pause.
Where the fuck is Evan, bro?
I just wanted to say really quick, I'm sure the audience is screaming at us, let it play. But I just wanted to say real quick that it's interesting that he goes to from that to, oh, I'll pay for everybody. It kind of feels like Tyler has to keep these friends around somehow, and he knows that, and to do that he has to not bribe them with Sonic necessarily, but just show that he cares enough to for it to be justified to be his friend. So just wanted to include that. But.
He doesn't see how shitty of a person he is being. He only sees himself as their friends, and he sees this as an opportunity to like truly like just be their friends, and not shove his insanely egotistical and narcissistic behaviors and tendencies down their throats.
Yeah.
It allows him to come through a little bit and be like, you know what, I can do this for you. And like just the psychology of Tyler is really interesting, and that's something that the feature film really tackles. Moving forward, we're about to get the introduction of Evan, which I'm excited for.
Me too.
Probably get a fucking drink. Alright.
I'll be right back.
Let's see if Evan can buy me a lighter.
Shut up. See, just like what an amazing, like, he's such a dick.
I had to go to the bathroom, so.
The bathroom. Okay. It took a long fucking time. Matt, he's ready. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, I just want to pause and say, just like another great example. Matt asks for something. Something to just, something basic. Just, yo, can you see if Evan can buy me a lighter? Completely ignores it. He sees that Evan's out, and he's just like, all right, let's leave. Like, it's casual, and he treats it like it is casual, but it's also in the small things that you see that Tyler is a walking piece of trash. Like, he's just a butthead, man.
Yeah.
All right, but moving on. This, I'm sure we're going to have to pause 5 seconds after this as a great example of
Douchebag Tyler.
Tyler's douchebag tendencies and like him playing with preferences and favorites and all that. And Evan, back seat. That door don't work. This way. Get fucked. It's over, bro. Yep. Harpoon. Rising tide. What the? Well, how did you teleport into me? I don't. You gonna respond, or are you just too busy getting kicked in the ass? Didn't even get me down. Fucking loser. Okay. And then that. We'll start from where that, before that part of the scene picks up with Evan and the car. So, Tyler sees that Evan's going to the shotgun spot, and he, again, casually, just lets the cat out of the bag that, like, hey, I don't want you to sit up in the front seat. I want you to be in the back seat.
Yeah.
And to add insult to injury, the door on that side of the car that goes to the back seat doesn't work, so he has to walk around the vehicle.
Yes, yeah.
To get there. So Tyler gave him even extra steps. That's one example of
and
Tyler.
It's also like it's not even like it's literally like, oh yeah, you could have sit in the front seat, but I'm like not only am I telling you that door doesn't work, I'm like involuntarily telling you that you're not gonna sit up front with me.
No, exactly. Like it's another example of him playing into his selfish tendencies, his selfish preferences, and his favoritism, his obvious favoritism.
Yeah, well, and like I feel like it's symbolism. Like he sees Evan as lesser than to him.
It's not in the front of his mind; it's in the back.
Yeah.
Because Evan, in so many ways, is drastically different than Tyler. And Tyler sees that, and he's just like, Evan, I don't know. Matt, on the other hand, is able to dive into some of that stuff. Matt, on multiple occasions in both the short film and the feature film, wants to be and act like Tyler. And in the feature film, you see how that affects Matt's psychology. But, diving into Tyler's in this, you see how much that means to him. Like how much like that affects like who he wants to spend his time with, who he prefers hanging out with, what he wants to do. Like that clouds his entire mind, and he doesn't quite see Evan as a friend, but as an obligation. Which is really sad. Like really, really sad. And shitty. And then if we go to the second example, we have, I love that close-up shot on Paxton, where it's him and he's just zoned out because there's nothing interesting going on, except for the video game, and that's not even, and he has no involvement with that.
Yeah,
he
seems neglected. He seems like, like I'm watching two of my friends have fun. I'm not included.
Exactly. Yeah. He's, like you said, he's watching two of his friends have fun. He's not the one having fun.
Yeah.
And Tyler doesn't give a shit about that. Tyler has refused to acknowledge Evan that entire time. Hasn't even given a look at him. That's why I love that close-up shot on Paxton, because it's entirely focused on him, but everything that you hear is quite the opposite of what you're seeing.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just love that. I love that that point in the film. If you have anything else to add.
No, that's, you summed it up. Great.
Perfect.
You're fucking king, bitch.
Sure. Again? Seriously?
Talking to me?
Yeah, who else would I be talking to? That's the one thing you've stuck to your entire life. Instead of, maybe something good, something that will better your life. But no, you'd rather stick to that.
I'd rather stick to this. Yes, I would much rather stick to this. This little thing right here, it gives me comfort. Gives me
really?
A little bit of safety.
Not us.
You mean Christianity?
Yes.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Tyler, fuck off.
I'm here trying to, help you, trying to show you that I care. But here you are, just doing your own thing, and just ignoring me.
And that's okay. That's okay. I'm allowed to do that.
Tyler.
Maybe.
I hate to interrupt this scene because it's really
No.
boiling up. But
There's
I
a lot
think
to talk about.
Yeah. I'm gonna save what I want to say about Evan and Tyler to like after this whole scene plays out. But I think this is where we see Matt break off from Tyler, because before, you could say when they're doing their little sit down scene that they're very similar characters. I think this is where you see how Matt is different from Tyler in both the fact that he's not just a complete douchebag, but also the fact that Matt genuinely sees Evan as a friend. Like in Matt's mind, Evan is a close friend, and when Tyler is not treating Evan with respect, Matt comes to Evan's defense, and I think it shows that yes, while Matt wants to be seen as cool and like Tyler and not care about whatever,
He's not going to take that at the expense of his friend.
Yeah, like he cares more about his personal relationship than looking cool in front of Tyler. And I think that's an important distinction to make between the characters of Tyler and Matt. And I think this is actually, this part of the film is where you see a closer version of Matt to the feature film's Matt. Mm-hmm. Again, still has a little bit of differences, but you can really tell what kind of person Matt is and how that plays into the feature film. So this is definitely like these cutaways to Matt's reactions, super important to Matt's character, and definitely a detail to pay attention to. I'm going to save my thoughts on Evan and Tyler's, what's going on between them here for after the scene plays out. But
yeah, I was going to bring that part up, but I think I'm going to let that go from, like, we see the beginning of how that conflict starts, we see how that rises into something else, and we see how that resolves itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, strictly talking on Matt, I really like the intention. Like, Matt's kind of the lead of this short film, and we're kind of getting things a bit from his perspective. It's not entirely,
But a lot of this movie, we're kind of on the outside looking in, and Matt's kind of the vessel for like us being able to see
Yeah.
Tyler's a douchebag and Evan's a victim.
Yeah.
But yeah, continuing on, we've got another thing I just want to say before, like, this little scuffle, this little argument, if you want to call it an argument, I think is one of our best arguments yet because it relies entirely on the characters being characters rather than using loud voices.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Maybe go to the same church, the church I go to.
You think this is gonna help me?
Who knows?
I know. Sorry, no. Your God knows.
Tyler, fuck off.
I'm just trying to help.
Story's fucking over. Move on.
I'm just trying to help.
Enough said. Enough said. I am fine. I don't need your Jesus Christ talk. I don't need to go through this again. Okay?
Fine.
You do this enough. Yes.
Damn.
Okay. No. You're done. You're done. Now, let me smoke.
I'm just trying to help.
Yep, that's what you said literally 5 seconds ago. And what did I tell you then? Shut up. So what am I telling you now? Shut up. It is not fucking helping, Evan. Jesus Christ, what a joke. Right there. I want to hear what you have to say about this argument before I get into what I have to say about that.
Sure. I think this scene at its core portrays how pathetic Tyler is. I think at its core, it shows that Tyler's someone who refuses help. And I think that's kind of where his hatred of Christianity lies. Is that he doesn't want the help. He thinks allowing himself to receive the opportunity of help from others makes him weak and makes him not less of a man. And I think that he kind of needs Christianity and Jesus, the concept of Jesus, to not be real, for him to have the perspective that he has on life, where I can treat Evan how I want to, I can smoke if I want to, I can do whatever I want because it's my life, my rules. He kind of has to have Christianity be a joke to him, because otherwise it might be real. And if it might be real, then all the stuff that he's justified in his head doing is completely horrible and wrong, and he doesn't want to be a bad person.
Yep. Faith provides a foundation.
Yeah.
And Tyler is foundationless. That completely contradicts everything his character stands for, everything, all the actions he commits and all that. So Tyler has, like, I wouldn't say every reason in the world to not like Christianity or faith as a concept.
Yeah.
But because nobody should have any excuse for hating anything. I understand, like, perspectives and stuff like that. But Tyler, in this circumstance, his upbringing, his life, his viewpoint, faith is not a part of that in the slightest, and he has no interest in it being a part of that.
Definitely.
And then just moving on to, like, just the argument itself, and, like, how it spawns. It spawns from Tyler being a dick, dude.
Yeah. Well,
He's trying to light a cigarette in a house with closed walls, with closed windows, with
like he's doing it inside to where it's everybody else's problem. Like it's what other people have to deal with. Like it's gonna reek, it's gonna smell. And Evan's stepping up about it. He's doing the right thing. Like he's like, hey, like maybe I don't want that in my face. One, he doesn't like the image of seeing that in the
Yeah.
slightest. It's not something that I think clearly Evan has made it pretty obvious that it's not something that he's in direct support of when it comes to everything in Tyler's life. And Tyler's, fuck it, he's getting tired. He wants to stay up. And fuck it. Like, he's just looking for any excuse to do whatever he wants. It's his house. His dad's not home. He can do whatever he wants in this capacity. And he's choosing to do this for whatever reason. And that's becoming Evan's problem. That's becoming Matt's problem. And so Evan casually standing up for himself and standing up, just being like, hey, like, that's all you do, man. Like, if you're going to do that, please just don't do it around me. Like, I take no comfort in seeing you this way.
Yeah.
Tyler spins it and turns it into an argument about Christianity.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, how dare you not like the fact that I smoke? It must be the fact that you're Christian. Like, it's immature. It's really immature of him to bring that up. And then that only creates a more uncomfortable position for Evan, having to defend not only himself, but his faith. And also in the context of Matt's perspective, he's just sitting there watching, and he takes no joy, absolutely no joy, in Tyler just being a dick to Evan. And you'll see that a lot in the feature film as well. In the feature film, Matt and Tyler's dynamic, let's just say, heats up.
Yeah, and I think this is the Matt kind of telling Tyler to shut up in this scenario. It kind of sets a good spot for how Matt's feelings towards Tyler's way he treats Evan. It shows how it really is boiling up, and one day maybe Matt's not going to be so passive about how he deals with Tyler treating Evan poorly.
And keep in mind, Tyler, this entire time, is ignoring Matt.
Yeah.
Everything Matt's saying is, like, only to help Evan, and Tyler doesn't want anything to do with that, so he's just going to fucking ignore him and continue doing what he's doing. And it's gross. It's really gross. And then to add to the, like, grossness of the argument and, like, all of that, like, he belittles Evan, and he's just like, enough said. Like, the line that makes me the most mad at Tyler is, you do this enough. Like, to me, that line, like, hurts hearing it, because it's just like, Evan's perspective, he's just trying to help. He's just trying to, like, be there for Tyler. Like, in the best way he can. And Tyler's just shutting him off. He's shoving him away. He's locking the door. And it's leaving Evan no choice but to not help. He's just sitting there in this uncomfortable position where he's trying to help his friend who's not acting like his friend. Definitely. And that friend is doing nothing but just fucking being an asshole to him. And I'm just like, you do this enough. Like, that's, like, that line is bad to hear as well. And then he even tries saying that, like, I'm just trying to help. Tyler's just like, I know. Shut up. I know you've said that already. Shut up. And then to add insult to injury, he mocks his faith. He belittles his faith.
Yeah.
He spits, like, not literally, but, like, spits in Evan's face about that. It's just like, what a joke. Like, what a joke, your faith. What a joke everything that what you believe in stands for. And it's just like, God, is there any reason to like Tyler at all as a character?
Yeah.
Man. That argument scene is one of my favorites that we filmed, because it's also just like a scene where it's just like, wow. Like, that's wild. All right, I'll continue this.
Evan,
Yeah.
I want Tyler to get to you, man. He has his beliefs, he has his religious shit, you know, he's got a lot going on in his personal life. Don't let it get to you.
I know. He knows I can't do anything about it because he's so much stronger than me, and
Hey, Evan. You're the strongest guy I know, okay? Maybe not physically, but here. This is the fucking book you like so much, huh?
Thanks.
Maybe read something out of there. Yeah, I know Tyler's tough. Okay? We all know. Especially Israel. But you've known him for a long time. He's a good guy. And he really does care for you. Even if you don't act like it.
Yeah. I hope he does.
He loves you, man. We all do.
I feel like that's a good stuff.
Yeah,
Pause,
good
you
place
know.
to pause. Wow. I think that this is definitely one of the stronger acting moments for Matt in this short film. But I think like what this scene does is it kind of gives the audience an excuse for Tyler and the way he just acted, but not in a way where it's like cheap. It feels like, okay, we don't like Tyler as an audience at this moment. We feel bad for Evan, and we're seeing this happen through Matt. And because Matt is kind of the vice or the window you're seeing the story through, when he's saying Tyler's giving you a tough time right now, but he's a good person, it makes us question as an audience what we just watched and if it's necessarily what we should think about Tyler. Because if you just think about the actions of Tyler that he's committed within the past, minutes of the conversation they've had, there's no reason to like this guy. Even now that Matt said this, there is no reason through Tyler's actions that we should have any sort of this guy's a good guy. But because Matt says it, and because he is the way that the audience is seeing Tyler and Evan, and we see that Matt's intentions aren't bad, we go, huh, okay, maybe there is more to Tyler, and like maybe, just maybe, we should give him some sort of benefit of the doubt. Maybe this isn't how Tyler always acts. And it sets Tyler's character in a different light, because instead of just saying, oh, he's a douchebag, you go, okay, he's a douchebag, but there's a reason for it. And it gives depth to your character, where I think before the depth was not there, if that makes sense. And I also think the shows within the conversation of Matt opening up to Evan and showing that he's a lot more open-minded than Tyler is. Matt, maybe Matt's not necessarily religious, but he sees the Bible that Evan brought in and recognizes that this is something that helps his friend get through the pain in his life. And he sees that what Tyler did to him just hurt him real bad, and his solution was to grab the Bible and give it to him. And that is such a, Matt's a good friend. I think that's what we can gather from this scene. Matt is a good friend.
That's what I take away from this scene. This is this works as this kind of functions as almost like a climax for the short film, in a way where it shows that The friend that Evan wants out of Tyler is what Matt is for Evan, and that um, in every which way, Matt stands up for Evan. In every which way, Matt is there for Evan. Matt is present and is willing to be there for Evan. Meanwhile, Tyler doing his own thing, man. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's waiting to get another heroin injection or to smoke and make it everyone's problem. Like he's got this ego about him, and it really like it dampens the mood for everyone in this scene. And Matt sees that it's affected Evan the most, and even after this argument, Matt sees it on full display, and he takes this opportunity to make Evan feel better, which is more than Tyler has done throughout this entire film.
Yeah.
And you see a lot about Matt's character. And one of my favorite things, at least directing wise, from this, obviously this is one of our first stuff, and we didn't have a ton of experience with this. But one of my favorite aspects of this particular scene is that close up I have on Kyle, on Nat. It gets closer to the camera, and the shot gets closer to Matt's face, the more vulnerable and open he's being with Evan. And that allows for the audience to recognize that there's a personal connection that is there that Matt truly cares about. And if Tyler cares about his connection with Evan, then he clearly doesn't show it. And he clearly doesn't want it to seem like it matters to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that scene. I love that scene. I love this movie. It's one of my favorites that we've done, despite it being our first and, a true amateur film. It's one of my favorites for sure. And I think it's one of the ones that will age the best with time, especially after the release of the
Feature film. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's up, fucker? All right. So it's getting rather late. There's school tomorrow, so
Yeah.
y'all are gonna have to head out. Are you cool taking Evan home?
Yeah, I got it.
Pause.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
And you know about the?
Okay, I'll try to make
All
this
right.
quick because we're at
I heard
52
pause
minutes.
late.
Yeah, we're at 52 minutes out of doing a commentary on a 10-minute film, so I'll try to keep it quick. But just wanted to add in that, like, not only does Tyler do all that, but then he dumps Evan onto Matt as his problem, so Tyler doesn't have to worry about taking him home. Just wanted to add that on because it's just kind of insult to injury, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can't tell, Tyler's a douche.
Thing in the morning. Okay. Just making sure. See you in the morning, Matt.
See ya.
Bye, Evan.
Bye, Tyler.
And that shot right there, I really like as a sum up because you see that Tyler, he's just gonna suffocate himself in his problems, and obviously he's not getting a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be very ready for school in the morning, but yeah, he's willing to just douse himself in his problems and let that be that, no matter who he's around. Yeah, this is one of my favorites of the films we've done, for sure.
Yeah, I think just to kind of wrap up before we get into like kind of the afterthoughts that we'll say.
Mhm.
Um, I think that last little part where I think we see Tyler looking up into the sky, and all that your mind can think is like, what is going through that guy's brain?
Mhm.
And I think if I had to guess in that moment, that Tyler was feeling a sigh of relief that he no longer has to uh, be around his friends, because I think when he's with his friends, he sees how like shitty of a person he is,
Mhm.
and he hates that. Like, and I think that's why he takes so much anger out on Evan, is because Evan is everything that Tyler like wishes he could be in a sense. Um, he wishes he could be as good of a person as Evan, and Evan is just kind of this reminder that he is a bad person when he's around.
Mhm.
And whether Tyler acknowledges that or not and wants to act like that's there, I think that's kind of what that last shot means to me, or what I interpret it as, is a sigh of relief now that he no longer has to be around people that make him feel less than.
Yep. And that's something about Tyler's character that I also find really interesting is that he is at his best and worst place when he's completely by himself.
Yeah.
You'll see that a lot in the Poof short film where Tyler, he could be very, very happy without being around his friends, but also when he's around his friends, it's the time of his life. It's like the best thing for him. But then also like when he's by himself, you realize just how unhinged he is, independent of others. Like he's really just gonna smoke all night and then go to school the next morning and be completely fine. He's going to make that house stink so bad. Oh my god. Um, but yeah. Also, I remembered this, and this can be a nice little image to just pop things off for the commentary. Um, the feature the feature film will not be coming out in 2025.
Don't look at that.
If you couldn't tell. Um, but yeah, I guess we can get into the afterthoughts segments of the film.
Yeah, so go ahead and stop the screen share, and then we'll get into our just thoughts by ourselves
Perfect.
here.
Here,
Perfect.
here we go.
Okay, so I'll kick us off just because you're the director, and I want you to have like kind of the final say in this commentary. Um, I think that this shows the most like what it shows for us as back then as a studio at the time. It shows um, how we can
Promise.
use it shows how we can use emotion to convey character, and how we can use character to tell a story. Um, like I think that's prominently what L&L has the power in doing with the movies, is showing the story through the characters. Um, and I think that's what most of our movies capitalize on. Um, and I think that this shows that the dynamics that are harped on in the feature film, um, and gives you a preview of what it'll be like to experience the feature film and experience these three characters. And obviously, there's more in the feature film to experience than those three characters, but this gives you a preview of like, okay, Matt's going to be kind of this in the middle guy, where he wants to be like Tyler, but he's not. and he has more of an emotional side to him and a vulnerable side to him. Tyler's going to be this douchebag that we don't like at all. That like his friends keep saying he's got some redeeming qualities, and Evan's going to be kind of this sad guy who just kind of has
victim.
to be in this toxic relationship with Tyler, and that's powerful, and it's powerful how much that's shown in this, and I'm excited for people to see the transition from this into the feature film.
Yeah. Just rewatching this, like on this little go around, you kind of forget how faithful of just like a short film the Poof short film is to the feature film. Like, obviously, me and Kyle know what happens in the feature film, but when you guys see it, and if you choose to or want to come back to this film, I think you're going to get a lot out of this film, and this film really sets up a lot about the Poof feature film that comes through. I'm not even talking just like story wise, but also just like themes and like character progression and how that works. I'm super psyched for people to see the Poof feature film, which is coming out very soon, and I can't wait.
It's exciting times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Funny enough, with this director commentary, this will not be the only time we talk behind the scenes about Poof. In fact, I'm just going to do a little bit of advertising on the platform here. We have a documentary of Poof that will be coming out after Poof, where we talk about the behind the scenes stuff, what it was like going over everything and stuff like that. And I'm really excited for that. We get to kind of talk more spoiler specifics and stuff like that, and also just talk about what the process was like and how hard of a film this was to make, and how this was an enormous triumph for independent and amateur filmmaking, while also being an amazing next step into what we plan on doing in the future. I'm so excited, man. Like, I'm really excited. Also, how do I put this? The Poof feature film is going to be 20 times longer than the short film. It I we don't know how long it is right now. It's definitely going to be 2 hours or more. Like, it's going to be a long movie. It's going to be a long movie. I'm excited. Oh my goodness.
All right, well,
But yeah,
there we have it.
there we have it. That was the director's commentary for the Poof short film. If you enjoyed this, feel free to check out some of the other stuff we've done in the past. Check out some of our previous films. We will be doing director commentary on some of our other films within a matter of time. We have summer to basically do whatever for whenever. But yeah, we'll have more like content like this. It'll come out and like this. So if you enjoy this, feel free to like and subscribe, leave a comment, do all the algorithm stuff to help the platform and all that. And yeah, if you're looking forward to Poof, let us know. Let us know, because a lot of people have let us know. A lot have been just like in high demand. Like, where's Poof? Has Poof released yet? What are you doing? What happened to Poof? Poof is coming out, guys. Oh my gosh, it's not dead. But yeah. So yeah, if you enjoyed the content, I'll hopefully see y'all in the next one. Do you have anything to say, Kyle?
Watch Poof when it comes out. Hopefully soon. All right, see you guys.